Welcome to this standing chair yoga practice for balance and mobility. I'm Mandy, and I'll guide us through today's sequence. I have my chair. I'll be using the back of my chair today. I have a wall nearby, which could be helpful, as well as a block. You don't need those things, but they can be supportive. So if you don't have them, don't worry about it. You can do the sequence and try it with props later. Let's come to stand with feet hip distance apart. Pick up all 10 toes and reach them up towards the ceiling and lower them back down. Let's do that 4 more times. Lifting all 10 toes and lowering. 2 more times. Feel into the 4 corners of your feet as you pick up your toes and lower them down. 1 more. On the last one, really stretch your toes up and press down into the earth with your feet. Then lower your toes 1 at a time or so. Rock onto your toes and pick up your heels. You could use your chair here to steady yourself. We're going to do this a total of 10 times. Halfway there. Feel into the sensations of your feet as you transfer your weight onto your toes. On the last one, linger here for a moment. Really feel the muscles of your legs ignite. And then lower slowly. Pick up your right knee and open it to the right. Lower your knee, come around for a circle. This is hip circumduction, and you may feel your hip pop when you open it. Please use your discernment if that pop is a natural, normal pop of your hip looking for some more lubrication in the joints, or if it's painful, and then you're going to back off a little bit. Let's do 1 or 2 more. Lower your right foot and pick up your left. Do the same thing here. Try not to rush through the movement, but to move at a pace you can really feel into your own sensations. Let's do about 2 more. And lower your foot to the ground. We'll move into some leg swings, and this is where I said you might want to have a block or a sturdy surface and a wall. You could also use the back of your chair if you don't have a block. And what we'll do is I'll demonstrate a couple different ways to do this. So using the back of your chair, pick up your right foot and just swing back and forth. This is a Qigong technique. It's so helpful for your meridians and movement, the health of your hips and the health of your whole leg. If you're using the wall and your block, step your left foot onto the block and support yourself with the wall. And begin to swing. We'll do this for about 20 more seconds on the right side. These don't need to be your most vigorous swings. You can work up to that. All right, let's start to slow the pace and come to a stop. Then switch your leg. So plant your right foot either on the block or the floor and begin swinging your left leg. You may feel this in the back of your hips, perhaps somewhere else. Enjoy your body waking up, perhaps muscles that haven't been used in a little while. 15 more seconds or so. You're doing great. Okay, start to slow it down and then come to a stop. And you can set your blocks aside and bring your chair closer to you for the back of your chair. Then bring your chair in line with your body. And perhaps your chair is maybe 12 to 18 inches in front of you. Sit your hips back as if there's another chair behind you and you're going to almost sit down in it. Shift the weight of your body into your heels. And this could be enough for you. If you'd like a little bit more, you could lift your arms as you sit your hips back. If that feels unsteady, keep your hands on the chair. Work up to being able to steady yourself in chair pose without the chair. But don't expect yourself to start there. One more breath here. And press down into the earth to lift all the way up. Step back so that your arms are about arm length apart from your chair, and bend forward so your ears come between your triceps. We'll be here for about 5 breath cycles. Breathe into your lower belly. Feel your feet on the ground, the texture of your mat, or perhaps the temperature of the floor, or the cozy feeling of your socks and shoes. Take one more inhale here. Breathe into your backside body. Then exhale, begin to walk forward. We'll move into some balancing postures. Pick up your right foot. This is Ekapada Tadasana, one-legged mountain pose. And just feel the weight of your body in your left foot. You might imagine hugging your muscles into the bones for a little more steadiness. One more breath here. Lower your right foot. Pick up your left. Breathe here. Imagine you have roots at the bottom of your right foot, and they're growing down, down, down into the earth. Brighten your chest a little bit and let your shoulders relax down your back. One more breath here. And exhale, lower. So for this one, I'll demonstrate looking at the camera, but please be standing behind your chair. So we'll be transitioning in our balance poses, and I want you to feel really steady and supported. We'll be moving through tree pose, and there's options here for you. So again, steady your hand on your chair, pick up your right heel and support it on your left ankle like a kickstand. Begin to open your right knee towards the wall behind you. If you'd like a little bit more, you could pick up your foot and place it on your shin. Press your shin and your foot in together and hug your muscles to the bones. From here, if you feel like you have your steady balance, again, you can use the chair. Begin to kick your right foot behind you and draw your chest down towards the floor. Point your toes down. This is Warrior 3. See if you can breathe here. Keep a bend in your left knee. And just notice if your breath gets a little shaky, if your body gets a little shaky, that's okay, that's normal. See if you can breathe calmly. One more breath cycle here. Lower all the way to the ground. Perhaps just notice if your right leg feels any different than your left leg here. Then shift your weight into your right foot, all 4 corners of your foot, and use your left leg as a kickstand, or perhaps bring the sole of your foot to your shin. Press your shin and foot together. Hug your muscles to the bones. And as you feel ready, as you feel steady, Begin to kick your left leg behind you. Toes point down and draw your chest down towards your chair or towards the ground. Be sure that your shoulders aren't hiking up to your ears, but that you're staying loose and relaxed, all but shaky. One more breath here. And then come back up to standing, replacing your left foot to the mat. One more time, step back to arm distance apart and draw your ears between your triceps for chair dog, downward facing dog using your chair. I really like this one to reset throughout the day. And you can use a chair like we are now, a kitchen counter, or a desk. This position naturally guides your breath into your lower belly, which can activate your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest. Sometimes our breath lives in our chest. It's short and perhaps strained. Let's take 2 or 3 long, slow breaths to complete our practice today. Try not to rush through your breathing, but to get a little more curious or a little more aware of how your breath moves through your body. Begin to walk yourself back up to stand. Stand with your feet hip distance apart. Let your arms dangle by your side, and I invite you to close your eyes if it feels safe enough. Tune in now to all 4 corners of your feet and your toes making contact with the earth. Sense your steadiness, your aliveness. If you'd like, you could bring your hands to heart center, a gentle bow towards your heart and towards your feet for all that they do to help you balance and feel mobile. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me. I hope this class has nourished your balance and mobility. And if you liked it, you can always share it with a friend. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.